Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. You are tuning into the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm very happy and honored and excited to be sitting in Sacred Circle with each and every one of you this evening, Sunday, May 24th. Woo, Memorial Day weekend in the United States. Although I do feel Memorial Day is just another one of those holidays that's something that we should honor every day, right? There's honoring all those who have fought for really our ascension, for equality, for rights, for whether it's freedom, our ancestors. And how do we even know too that we are our own ancestors in past lives that have sacrificed, martyred, for everyone else. Hey, it happens, right? We know this, but I'm so happy that we are in this ascension process now. So hello, Marie. Hello, Maureen. Sarah. Oh, you're beautiful as well. Sarah and Anthony and Austin. Hello, Lola. Hello, good evening, Chris. Hello, Julia. Oh my goodness. So whether you're watching live, and we're streaming through to YouTube channel, the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel, the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page, and to Periscope. For those who have the Periscope app and like to watch shows from there, we're on there as well. So just to let you know of all the places where you can watch not just my show, but all the shows in the Goldylocks Productions show schedule. Yeah. Lineup of shows. Woohoo! My cuckoo clock is a little off. All right. And it threw me. I was like, wait a minute. It's so interesting. We have a couple of I love the chimes, the chime clocks, the cuckoo clocks. The cuckoo clock downstairs runs slower, and our chime clock upstairs runs faster. This is like the cuckoo clock down here will sometimes be 5 to 15 minutes slower, and I know we keep adjusting the pendulum, but it doesn't matter. And then upstairs likes to be 15 minutes faster. No matter what we do to adjust, it always seems to be on its own time. It's so funny. So I was just like, okay, so we're somewhere in between there. Just, our clocks I feel, are in different dimensions. It's too funny. Anyway. Okay, whatever. Oh, my goodness gracious. So, I just want to take a few moments just to take some deep breaths. We've got just the energy is just so intense. Many places, many cities, states, and towns are starting to reopen slowly. Even though, that's outside of us. But I hope that you are still doing what you need to do on that inside work. This has been great for the inner work. It really has. And if that inner work has made you feel uncomfortable, that's something to work on in itself as well, right? So anyway, hello, Robin, dear. How are you? Welcome, everyone. And Wendy. Yes, Wendy. Okay. We'll make sure I welcome everyone that comes in. So it's just, we've had finally some very beautiful spring-like weather in Connecticut, in southeastern Connecticut. So it's, very, very nice. Oh, all right. So what I would like to do is just to clear the energy of the sacred circle, because from time to time there may be some very unbalanced energy that joins the circle, and that's okay. We're all very powerful. A majority of us are very powerful healers, and we can we have this beautiful exchange of giving and taking, of giving and receiving beautiful love and healing. And so right now, that's what I would like to do is just we're going to imagine ourselves, because this is what we are energetically. We are in this beautiful circle. All right. Beautiful circle of light. All of us are giving and receiving energy, very high vibrational energy. Let's just take a deep breath in and release anything from today that has been challenging and stressful. And I like to always set a 3. Let's do 3 deep breaths in with balanced energy, out with anything that's not for our highest and greatest. One more time. In and release. All right. Now, only peace, love, and harmony resides here in this sacred space. And we're going to expand this sacred space out in all directions, dimensions, vibrations, and realms. We are one, we are one, we are one. It is done, it is done, it is done. I am grateful for this sacred space, and I am grateful for being one of the guardians of this sacred space. And that's what you are. Those of you sitting in the sacred circle with me, you're fellow guardians of the sacred space. What is the sacred space? The sacred space is where you are right here, right now. Right here, right now, it's this hour of healing. Beyond that, it's wherever you are. You carry your sacred space with you in your aura and in your luminous energy field. So we take this with us and we expand it out in all directions as well and let it go further and further, reaching out way beyond wherever you are dwelling, whether you're home or out in public, and just keep pushing that out. Just light, that divine love and light is very powerful. All right. Yeah, that feels very good now. Whew. All right. Hi, Lola. It's hot in Michigan. Yes. Well, I hope that you are safe in Michigan. I do believe there's been a lot of flooding there, right? Oh, I know what I wanted to share with you too. Is my website real quick before we really get into this. For those of you who may be new, my website is whitesagewoman.com. Sage, S-A-G-E, woman.com. Now, I did something fun, and I keep forgetting to share this with you on my shows, and they just reminded me, so yay, thank you. When I say they, I'm talking about my angelic committee. Who's on my angelic committee? My angelic committee is a circle of light. It's the angels, all the phylum of angels. Of course, Mother and Father God is there. God is present, the creator. All right. All the guides, what we call the spirit guides, any loved ones that were of course, for my highest and greatest. So we have a strong support team with us, right? So that's what I mean by angelic committee for those who are maybe, again, tuning in. So I absolutely do believe in God, God, not the humanized version of God, but God as a great energetic creator, a great divine being. Absolutely. All right. So it was fun, and we can do this even though we are in May already. Half of 2020 is almost gone. Here we go. You can still do this for like the next coming month. You can do this for June. But I sat down in the beginning of the year, or actually like the end of the year, the end of December, and I always like to ask for some insight for the upcoming year. So what I do is I write each month down. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. You get the idea. In a notebook, I use my journal, so I was writing down like all the months of the year, leaving space so that you can add. Okay, leaving space so that you can add it. You know, a good good distance. Depends on how much you like to write too. But leave a good distance in between the months. And I want you to use your very first impression. Hello, Addison. Hello, Darcy. And Addison, I will answer your question a little bit. This will be helpful for everyone, okay? So leave a little space between each month. Now, I want you to use your first impression. And I like to play with words as far as the word has to rhyme, not rhyme, but start with the same letter for the month. Like for January, I was like, let's start with a J. For February, let's start for an F. It doesn't really have to, but it's just something fun. And it's like how you train your intuition. Okay, I want to hear this. Give me the word. And it's a fun exercise to do with your angels and your guides. Right. And so with your angelic committee, with your circle of light. So first impression. So for January, I heard the word jump. So, and then jumping right into this new year, jump is going to start with a bang. Well, in the West it did. And it just took a couple of months to get here. It really was with a big bang for the start. Very good. So February, I kept hearing false prophets and fools exposed. And a lot of this, I don't know what it was. And you wait and give it a couple of months and you go back and go, oh, yeah. So what does that mean? False prophets or fools exposed. All right. Big business, politics, etc. All right. What started to filter through? March, I heard March Madness and March Mania, but not basketball. It wasn't sports. It was something kind of something round globally. So the March Madness was not basketball related. It was globally related. Well, it hit March is when the United States really started to state by state. It's just, okay, let's shut down, lockdown, so to speak, right? All right, April, aftershocks of what happened. Wasn't there a lot of, there's been a lot of protests, the aftershocks. Oh my gosh, the reality of, okay, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, now a month, right? Excuse me, because I do believe for us, and it's probably around the same time anyway, like the mid to end of March, and then so by in the mid to end of April, everyone's just like, what? The aftershocks of everything that's happening. Are we surviving? Are we doing, are we surviving? Are we thriving? That kind of thing. So then for May, I would heard muddy waters and floods. Well, here we go. And I just haven't gone back to this until a couple of days ago when I was doing my journaling, and it was like, I have this bookmarked. I was like, oh, let me go back and check for May. We're almost done, right? And muddy water. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, just recently, Michigan, the dam fails, and their Ohio River, I think, flooded. So there's some flooding. So for June, I heard Jupiter's blessings. Jupiter's a planet, of course, of wisdom and abundance and finances. So a whole bunch of finance, more than just money, but we're going to really feel this wave of abundance, and whatever abundance means to you, in June. July is the only one that's kind of like, what are you talking about? I haven't gotten any more information. I just heard the word Jack. I'm like, Jack? Is it the name of a person? Just Jack. All right. I'll sit with it more in June. I haven't got clarification on that yet. August, activation. Community worldwide. Fear is no match for community. We're stepping into that now, but in August, I feel like we're really going to see maybe some of that abundance. We're going to see the results of coming together, taking that action with our local community, our online community. We're community, right? September, sudden stop, star drop. I don't know what that sudden stop and a star drop. As above, so below. So, Julia, Jack, a support also. Yeah, you know it is, isn't it? A jack is a support. Like instead of the name, the jack, like how you jack up a car. That's a good. I didn't consider that, Julia. Thank you. Yeah. So August activation, September sudden stop or star drop. As above, so below is what I kept getting. Is, are we going to really step more into this ascension? How are we going to feel in September? October, open hearts. November, new attitude. December was decisions. Whew. Now, and I go back, like I said, each month, did June change? Because that's coming up. No, it hasn't changed. So it's just something fun. You can start with June and do the rest of the year. See what one word you get, or a phrase, or just something, but just go with it. And don't fight it, and don't see, like when I didn't understand what Jack was, I just wrote it down. You don't have to understand it yet. Things that we don't understand does get clarification on, as long as we don't try to make it fit. It's kind of like that child's game on being shown. It was the old plastic Tupperware ball or plastic ball that had all the shapes on it, right? And so you're going to put a square and a round hole. Don't force your intuition. Don't force it to make sense. All right. And so, yeah, some of them, as a child, we would try to manipulate different shapes to go through the hole, and we get stuck. You just throw the ball. Anyway, yes. It doesn't work, and it just makes everything more chaotic and more messier and just not as smooth when we try to force things. Wendy, Jack Daniels celebrations. You are great. Wendy, that's funny. So it's interesting because July, though, is, I know, right? July, right off the bat that I can think of, is my husband and I, we celebrate our 30th anniversary. So, but I'm still keeping that all just okay. Because I was asking not just for me, but for globally, for it, so, all right, let's do it in layers, right? So to speak. That was funny. Chris, September, Mars goes retrograde closer to Earth at that time. It will make a stop. Ooh, that's great. Chris, thank you for that. Yeah, there you go. Right. These are some great suggestions, some great, thank you. I love that. Clarification, because y'all are just so intuitive. You're right on it. So thank you. But isn't that fun? Do that. It's just let's take time or make better use of some time, more time that we may have, and just intuition journal. But what do I journal about? Things like that. So what does this month and next month hold, or just, and you can do that with anything. You can ask questions like that as well and see what you get. It's pretty fun. Stay hydrated. Oh my goodness. Okay. So those who didn't tune in last week at the end of my show, the whole half hour is dedicated to going through all 12 chakras. We went in and cleared and cleansed and just opened up. And so if you didn't get a chance to check out last week's show, please do so. And check out the May 17th Spiritual Insight show and listen to the last part of it. And even if you didn't, you need to go back to it, you could do that as well. And so that's the type of healings that I do, is kind of really short, condensed. It depends. That's a half hour healing session. An hour, we get a little bit more involved, but I do offer called the Cosmic Heart Healing. But with all the different modalities that I've been certified and trained in, all the healings come out into this Cosmic Heart Healing, because it really does come from the Sacred Heart Center. So that's what we're doing. That's the focus. That's what we're going on. The main thing is making sure we're in harmonious alignment. Okay. Robin, I've been looking at the stars, and one of them looks like a ship. I was told by my guide that some of the galactic ships are designed to look like stars. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that, Robin. Yeah, it's great. And we're going to have a lot more things revealed to us. Yes, let's say that, revealed, right? All right, let's do one more thing too. And I hope you're connecting with nature on a daily basis, whether it's actually get out there physically if you can. If not, take a little journey, take a little meditation to your favorite place in nature, and just sit. And what does Lady Gaia, what does Mother Earth's message for you from her? And it could be from the elements, elementals, the animals, animal totems. See what the message are. Let's do this daily. It's really getting in and doing some more of this intuitive work. Right now, I'm going to give us, I used to do this a lot in the past, my past shows, but I felt drawn to, all right, let me see, what symbol do they want? This page? To go over, isn't that funny? Animal magic. And okay, animal magic. So, hey, Amy, it's okay. Forgot it's Sunday. All right, so I was looking for a symbol, but I was drawn instead to animal magic, the mystique of birds and beasts. Ooh. And the animal, though, that came up is the ant. Interestingly, ant. And ant has a message for all of us, okay? Very, very interesting with the ant. Ants are very, very beautiful creatures. If you look at what they do and how they work together as a community, excuse me, their teamwork. Yeah, that's what I'm drawn to. Here it is. The teamwork of ants is notorious, and many tiny ants together can shift loads far heavier than they are, right? So the ant is a good example of the sum of the parts being greater than the whole. And for Hindus, this represents the idea of the Godhead. So this is what they're talking about, too, that whole community come together, right? And work, that teamwork like ants. And that's there you go. I was saying, did you get a message from nature today? Well, I guess you did. And if you already did, you got another one. So ants, and this is the time too where a lot of people, springtime or just be very careful with your chemicals and what you're trying to keep out of, whether it's your house, your home, or just even outside. If they're outside, let them be. Ants inside, that they're very powerful messengers. When they come inside, something is wrong, something is off, because they are attracted to an imbalance. If they're in your home, they're a fault line. Thank you. I was trying to think, that energetic fault line. They are attracted to that, and they will show you exactly what part of your home needs the energy replenished and fixed. And so it's we've been very knock on wood, long time ago. We've been in this house almost 15 years. So when we lived in Georgia, my husband was active military, moved around. One of the houses we had ants in the kitchen. And it was, how are we raised to do this stuff? You got to get them out. You got to go to the store, get some chemicals, get rid of them, get them out of your house, blah, 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 right? Well, then it was really dusting off my spiritual platform, really reconnecting with nature, reconnecting with everything, and just is like, no, hold on, let's talk to the ants. Seriously, we can do that. Not like how with words, how we're having a conversation. It's like how you talk with the animals, right? So it's like telepathy with pictures. But I asked a question, even, hey, guides, help, step in, whatever it is, what's up with this, what's up with the ants, and even look at the location, because it was into feng shui at that time, the location of where it was, the location of the kitchen, the energy that was happening right there. And when I started taking care of that energy and asking them, please relocate, because I don't want to use chemicals to hurt or kill them, if they could please just leave the home, and we can all have a peaceful turf, our sacred space, and to please, if they go in their sacred space, we'll leave them alone. Well, it worked. It's not instantaneous. It took like a week, but it did work. And we were okay. We were great. Good. Now, it's not saying that you may have a partner that's like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and spray anyway and not let her know. But I warned them, and a lot of them left ahead already. So we can do this with anything that comes into your sacred space, your home. But we know we have to share sacred space together as the land. Share the land. Share this area. But hey, everyone likes to have their own sacred space, privacy in their own home. Think about, you and your family underneath the same roof. Everyone likes to have their space, right? And that's what we relate to the animals of just, you have your space, I have mine. Please just ask that you don't come into the home. And that's the kind of conversation. Okay, so let's see. Let me catch up on some of these comments here. Sarah, when we had our fire last night, it looked like the outline of two people on the fire. I was able to capture it. It was beautiful. Oh, that's nice. I went to see. I'll PM you after the show. Yeah, me too. Everybody wants to see it. That's crazy. I've been seeing more ants this year. I should talk to them. Robin, yes. You need to talk to them, because that teamwork is your guides. This is what I'm getting. That teamwork is your guides are trying to carry you, guide you into a different direction, and you're fighting where you divinely need to go right now. But talk to them. Absolutely have that conversation. Sarah, if you could text me that picture, I can hold it up, because everyone wants to see it, okay? So, Sarah, if you don't mind doing that, just send me the picture, send me the text, and I'll hold it up and see what we got, okay? So, yeah. All right, we'll wait for her, see what she does there. All right. Anyway, now, holy moly, so true. Yes, Robin. See, with that, some more, you need to journal. You need to do some more journaling and ask about that. And hold on, let me go back up here to Addison. Help me connect with my mom. All right. So I'm going to, Addison, this is for you, for everyone. It's different. It takes different times of whether it's grieving, to reconnect with someone. And it's different in every family, even with different family members. When my mom crossed over, one, I didn't grieve the way I should have grieved. I was pregnant with my first child, our first child, the first grandchild, and I didn't grieve because I was worried about the stress hurting the baby. So I delayed my grieving. Well, when I put it off, then you get distracted by motherhood, by everything else. And I didn't realize that I ended up delaying grieving for years, and didn't even deal with it properly. All right. It took me a long time to communicate with my mom, finally to communicate with her. It took me like 13 years or so. But you have to understand, I delayed my grieving. And I had two dads, my biological dad and my bonus dad. When they crossed over different times, that was instantaneous grieving. And the grieving for each of them was different. So we grieve differently for each parent, for each sibling, for whoever we're grieving over, right? The grieving is different. And so I wanted it so bad with my mom, is what was happening, is I wanted it so bad. that becomes a block. So just relaxed. And then I started to notice, because I've always liked to journal. She loved to write. She was a writer. So I noticed that the more that I journaled and I just had happy thoughts and memories of her, then I really started to feel her. And now it's whenever I'm writing, I feel her around me. And then you can really feel, when you feel your loved ones around you, it does start to feel like a hug. And know that when you have a memory of somebody, all right, that's because they're telling you. So what happens? Here's how this works. When you have a memory, suddenly just pops in your head out of nowhere, a parent, a grandparent, a loved one, whatever, you suddenly get this popped into your head, is because they've come closer to you energetically, into your energy field, into your aura, and you're like, ooh. Then it triggers a thought. Just that trigger is them saying that they're there. Not so much the memory, and whether we pull the same memory that they are, or we're going off in another direction, especially if there is, oh, I feel my mom. Oh, there is guilt associated with whoever you're thinking of. When we go into our mind, and then we take that memory in a totally different direction. But they always want to bring a memory from the heart, a happy memory. All right. So then we got to catch ourselves and go, stop. No guilt, no coulda, shoulda, woulda. Just, oh, they're here. Okay. And then notice what that feels like. Because when you start paying attention to what that energy feels like, then you start to feel them more. And it comes in stronger and stronger and stronger. It really does. So work on that. See, Wendy was saying, Sarah, I can capture people on my glasses. Yes, she does. Wendy shares her pictures that she captures, and the reflection, she captures some really good pictures of people. It's amazing. Teresa, hello. You're not late, Teresa. You're right on time. Divine timing. Robin, my dad leaves me coins and touches my head. He comes in my dreams. Yes. Chris, see, this is great. This is great sharing. It took me a year before I connected with my mom when she passed. When my dad passed, he connected with less than 48 hours. I couldn't believe we can control or command the connection. You have to put trust and faith in the divine that it will happen when it's supposed to. Exactly, Chris. That's great. And that was it too. My dad was fast. My bonus dad was one of the fast ones. And I'm like, whoa, but he helped me. Isn't that interesting? They help with the healing too of someone else that had crossed over, right? And you're grieving. Marie, my mother had been gone for 12 years, and I did the same thing. Was not able to grieve and did not filter around me. They were 5 family. Yes. You know what, Marie? That brought up a good instant, because it was in a 3-year period, so many people died, including my mom. And it was just, you become numb. Don't you? Numb. So I'm glad you mentioned that too. That was another factor, Marie. Absolutely was in actually, it wasn't even in a 3 year. It was in a 1.5 year period. 3 or 4 people crossed over, and it was just, oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, good. Sarah's got the images here now. Let me see. I'm going to tap on it and see if I can't. There's one. All right, I'm going to show you the pictures. I hope that you can see. This is the first picture. Trying to keep off the glare. I don't know if you can really. Sarah, you're going to have to, make sure that you post it, because I think it's getting it a little blurry. Oh, this picture I can really see the 2 people. Yeah. I don't know if you can. Not sure how the light is looking. But, yeah. On Facebook, try to see if you can't. There's definitely, 2 pictures, trying to get it in here clear. The detailing probably is not showing like it should, but these are phenomenal pictures, Sarah. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. And if you're not friends with Sarah, you can find her on Facebook. And so you can see her pictures. Or, Sarah, if you want to, post them in the Goldylocks Productions on the page or the group. Goldylocks Productions has a group page and a group and then a page because they're separate. So anyway, we have both. So you can post there, sir, if you want to protect just, a big influx of friend requests. So they look you can really see them. That's awesome. You can kind of see it, Chris. Yeah. They're very good pictures, but you really need to, when you see what she's posted, the details of them, it's really amazing. Maybe one day, if I can find, hold on, let me see if I can find the picture while I'm talking to you. So I normally, let me just say this. There was a time when I would go, just like a year, and they were friends. That's the only reason why I did that. Let me see if I can find the picture first of when I would go on paranormal investigations. And there was this one picture that is the picture. Let me see if I can find it first. I'm not sure where I even put it, but let's see. I'll tell you about it. If I can't find it now, I will find it and I will post it later. Anyway, this is where I used our intuition. I listened to the intuition and took a picture when I heard take a picture, and actually caught a spirit right in front of me. And it was exactly as I energetically saw and felt him. And I tell you, this picture was looked at by a lot of the paranormal group I was with, other friends and paranormal groups. I mean, they were just like, what? It scared one of the girls who was in the group. She didn't want to do it anymore. She couldn't see them or feel them. But anyway, let me see. I'm going through my pictures. There's probably in another folder. You know, when you do that, you put these pictures in a folder, and then you forget what folder you put it in. Anyway, I'll have to really sit down and look. I was hoping I could find it, but I can't find it right now. So, oh, darn. Anyway, you would like the pictures. You should be like, what the heck? And it was pretty darn clear. Let me check one more folder here. There it could be. Other than that, we'll just move on and save that for another day. So, yeah, no. Okay. All right. We'll do another day. Anyway. Oh, that's great. I love looking at pictures. I will get messages from spirits. Thank you. Oh, Maureen, thank you, Sarah, for sharing the pictures. Yes. I'll post on the group after the show. Thank you, Sarah. So the page is public. Everyone has how you're watching the show from Facebook. You're watching from the page. We do have a group. It's a little bit more like family. And how I like to explain it is the page is a public front yard, and the group is the picnic going on in the backyard. All right. A little bit more cozier, more intimate and private, that type of thing. So you want to join the group, Goldylocks Productions group, go ahead and put your request in to join the group, and you get to, it's a lot of beautiful sharing going on there. Okay. Let's see, I'm watching you on my TV in the living room. So you are 50-inch screen tonight and posting comments on Facebook. I'm on a 50-inch screen? Oh my gosh. How do I look? Is my complexion okay? No. Am I in HD? No. Oh my gosh. Okay, Chris, no, I'm nervous. I'm kidding. Wendy, I still have that angel picture I showed you a while ago. Yes. Robin, I have a crazy picture at the Alamo. I was inside the building like 10 years ago. I was told not to take a picture, but snuck one anyway. I will post it. Ooh. I think did they just stop letting you take pictures of that Alamo? I thought we were in the Alamo. Maybe we couldn't take them inside. I can't remember. It was, 2008 when we went to I don't know. Lots of spirits in the picture. Ooh, I bet. I hope you posted. Yes. Let's see. Sarah, yesterday I rescued a honeybee, and today I rescued a bumblebee trapped in the garage. Aw. They're living beings. Absolutely. Robin, you look great. Oh, you always look great. Darcy, oh, you ladies, thank you so much. Darcy, thank you, Robin. I'm not going to joke. Whatever. Ooh. Chris, my mom and dad and I always said our lucky number was 3. About 4 weeks after my dad passed, was in the shower, and when I came out, there was a large number 3 written in the mirror in the steam. I have a picture of it. I could not believe it. I love that, Chris. Yes, see, I love that. They leave these beautiful messages for us in these signs, and we just have to pay attention. And don't let it scare you. Don't let it scare you, And it's interesting too, Chris, you say the shower, and I know a lot of us do this too. It's the water. Water is a huge, oh my goodness, I'm just leaving words here. They're escaping me. Anyway, magnifier. It intensifies everything coming in, our signal, our information that comes in. And so, yes, you may have to set boundaries. So I'm in the shower and you start to, some people's like, they feel spirit around them. It can feel kind of creepy. You can see or have a conversation with spirit. And it's just like, just stop. Please, I'm in the shower. I don't want to do this right now. So set your healthy boundaries too. It's just like, you know what? But I'll tell you, I say, wait till I wash dishes. I wash dishes to my hand. Don't have a dishwasher. I don't want a dishwasher. I'm the dishwasher. Because to me, it's like a ceremony, a water ceremony. And so I get a lot of great information, just the hands in the water. Even just in the summertime, the spring, summer, and fall, and watering the plants, and just taking the water, putting it in my hands, and we're just receiving a lot of information. So it's a great receiver, So anyway, just that's why that happens. All right, it's because of the water. So anyway, that's great. Yeah, all of us, just post your pictures. You can post pictures in the group. All of you, post your beautiful pictures in the group. And one day I like meditating in my pool. Yeah, I heard that too. It just is that, like, whether it's bath or whether it's a pool. Sure. Yeah. Chris, I get my best messages when I'm naked in the shower. No, I know, Chris, but it's true. I mean, I keep a pad of paper in the bedroom. So when I'm done with the shower, I'm writing everything down. It just came because it's true. It's too funny. Anyway, but it's true. So, all right, everyone take a moment here. Let me take a moment and just make sure that you, if you're watching on YouTube, please click the thumbs up, give the show a like or a love on Facebook, share this show if you feel like it's going to resonate with somebody else, or if you just want to do that, share the love. Absolutely, it's greatly appreciated. So, yes. All right. This was lots of fun. We all have something to share. And I love when we come together and interact and share. I love your necklace. Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. And so yeah, we all have something to share. And it's all part of this process, this sharing, this loving, and this. I want to ask the question is, what are you doing or being for your community? Sending love and light out every day at a specific time, whether it's you have a healing or prayer list, or you just do this on your own. That's being active. All right. What are some different ways, because we're all doing this. We're all praying. We're all sending healing out. So what are we doing too as like on the physical part? I know a lot of us, we've just coming out of this lockdown, or we're still coming out slowly from this. What can we do? Calling and checking on your neighbors, getting to know the neighbors. Maybe if you don't know them now, this will be a great opportunity coming out of this lockdown of, what this lockdown has taught me is that I need to know more of my neighbors. Yes, I know we always have a neighbor or two that's just like, I really don't want to have a conversation with this person. And you don't have to. Don't force it. But if you don't know a lot of them, and just even if it's you're out in the yard, someone walks by, hey, how you doing? That's great too. We have some elderly neighbors that we check on, and so just if it's call them and hey, do you need anything? From spring, summer, and fall, even winter, if I find a really nice winter bouquet, other than just a little small potted pine. How come they don't have winter bouquets? I mean, people who like them at their porches to look nice. Anyway, all right. So I will, if I buy a nice potted arrangement for our front porch, I'll buy a couple more for our neighbors and put them on their porch and don't say a word. Don't knock, just walk away. They know who it is, and they usually end up calling me and are like, did you leave flowers on our porch? No, a fairy did. And they would laugh and they're like, yeah, we know it was you. Thank you. So it's no contact. This is a hit and run, whether people do it with food now because of, right? But just make sure you let them know so you don't want food sitting out there. But plants, just something to make them smile. I've seen people make these signs, whether they put them on the front door or I just saw one for the trash man. Stick a sign on there saying, hey, thank you, that kind of thing. Of just, and I'm watching these commercials and I'm like, do we need to be reminded about being respectful and kind to our community? I remember my brother and I sitting outside waiting for the trash man to come to give them cool. We gave them soda or a cool beverage. We had a bottle of something for them, and they loved it. This is what we did when we were young, and it was like, okay, we did this naturally. We made sure that trash men, recycle guys, or people, we'd go out there and, hey, how you doing? And thank you. Now, same thing. Let's flip this. We've gone to amusement parks, whether it's Six Flags or Disney World. You're in the bathroom and there's someone there cleaning. Do you even acknowledge the cleaning staff? I do. I'm one of those. It goes up, and no matter where you are, you can be in an arena for a sporting event, for any time of entertainment, whatever, concert, and I'll go up and go, hey, thanks so much. Hey, how you doing? Make eye contact with them. Talk to them. They're not a servant. They're working. And say, hey, thanks so much. Make everything look so nice. Thank you. I really appreciate you. And you know what? Every time their face lights up. So that's the kind of thing. We should be doing this every day. We should be doing this. Just treating everyone. Doesn't matter what your job is. And I think that's what's taught us too, the customer service. The ones that people were complaining about, minimum wage workers getting a raise. That's crazy. They don't do anything. Now they're essential personnel. I guess they're doing a lot, aren't they? So, and I'm not saying anyone in this group thinks that way. I'm just saying, look how the tides have changed. Look how we just need to be respectful of everyone. We all need people with these different experiences to make this work, don't we? All right? We really do. Yes, Chris, they usually are shocked when you talk to them. They're just like, the look on their face like, oh, you're talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. And just thank you. Even if they can't speak English, they know what thank you means. And a lot of them, they can understand. If they can't speak it, they can definitely understand it. All right. But you say, thank you. That's enough. Taking that time to acknowledge. Oh, let me see. Prayers for our neighbors. Yes. Okay, Amy, I have a fairy garden on a tree stump in my front yard, and someone in the neighborhood who walks has been adding figures to it. Oh, I love that, Amy. That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing. I like that. I'm going to add some fairies. That's great. That's beautiful. Yes, yes. It's the same. You say someone into an elevator, they're shocked. You say good morning and good afternoon. Absolutely. Yep. I think the person at the register and the cart person. Absolutely. Yes. It's just, and I think that this is what's taught us, that someone's got to do this. If they aren't there, we aren't going to have supplies that we need, right? So I love that house sweet, building your fairy community. I love it, like a community garden. It's got a community fairy garden going on. That's awesome. And that's too, we're in a great time. Many of us, we can plant our gardens, get our gardens going. We could do like a garden swap. I think more and more people, remember seeing like those, I've seen these posts on social media, or building these houses, or like these little community libraries where it's like a book exchange. Well, now they're like a food exchange, canned food, that kind of thing. If we have overabundance of something, we're going to share, and they put it in something like that. And so a secure little house building, or whatever, that they make, cabinet type of thing. That's nice too, right? And it's we've been going through offloading. It's still, we cleaning up the garage, and it's just, getting rid of things. And it's like bikes. You put a bike in your curb, somebody's always going to take those in your community. And so our sons didn't want them. They've been gone. They're not going to ride their bikes. So we put them out, and they were gone pretty quick. And that's great. Things like that. They need a little repair, but nothing major. But things like that, we could always give back to our community. Start with the community first. Nobody wants the stuff, then you can take, as long as it's not junk. If it's junk, you need to take it to a place where you can, I want to say like a landfill, but take it to that type of station where you can get rid of that, where they collect it or recycle it, like a recycle, So we have to think about where these things are going when we get rid of or donate. So, Robin, I'm a hugger. Now it's frowned upon. Yes, Robin. Hug your closest people. Let me tell you something. There's something that I always didn't like, was handshaking. And whether it's, I like the Eastern philosophy, or just, just bow, lightly bow. Well, I don't want to shake your hand on so many different levels, not just because of the bacteria exchange or germs, but because of the energy exchange. I don't want you to give your energy to me by touching me. Okay, so the handshaking thing I've never really liked. You can just say, I'm not a handshaker. I'll tell you now, that will fly more than anything. No. Nope. All right, so let's see. Woohoo! Robin, just make a heart symbol with your hands. Yeah, you can do that too. The heart symbol, I heart you. Feel the energetic love. Tell the energetic love. Yeah. Let's see. Let me go back. I think I missed some comments. Sarah, I was a janitor for 12 years and always brightened my day when someone would tell me thank you for the clean. Oh, that's nice, Sarah. Right, for the clean restroom, etc. Robin, I talked to the homeless people. How sweet, building your fairy. Right. When they added a leprechaun and a frog, but I still love it. Oh, a leprechaun and a frog. That's awesome. Yeah, the abundance with the leprechaun. I donate to a place that sells your items and fills the food bank. Absolutely. Yep. I'm not a handshaker. Yeah, no. Nope. Not a handshaker, but yeah, the hugging thing we do have to be careful with. And so just reserve that for your family, very close, and just energy hug right now. Energy hug, and so that's okay too. Absolutely. Homeless people, what I've always done too is just like to do this is when we have yeah, the extra $10, even $5, $10. But buy a $10, $20, whatever gift card every time you're at a coffee shop, a big popular like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, or buy a gift card. I think your money goes further at Dunkin' Donuts. So sorry, Starbucks. But because they can get something to eat, a hot sandwich, cold sandwich, whatever, and to drink. That was my thinking with that. Or a sandwich shop or something food related. You don't ever give somebody just money, cash, but you give them a gift card to these places. It doesn't have to be very much. Just something. I like to try to keep a couple of those in my wallet. And so they won't ask for it though. You'll just know, and it will all work. Just ask that it falls into place divinely, and that you will know who and where. And I'll give you an example. It is just it doesn't have to be just a homeless person. It could just people short on funds. And that happened to me one time. I was in Dunkin' Donuts, was ordering coffee and something to Nashop, probably donuts. But I got my order, and then there was a couple behind me. All right, there was they were teenagers. All right, and they probably didn't even have jobs, or in the early 20s. I'm not sure, but they were young, and the guy was like, all I have is this money. And he goes, I really want a coffee. And he goes, but I'll get you what you want instead. And they're sitting there. I could feel them behind me. And I look and got a glare without looking at them, their reflection, and they're pulling out their money, trying to count their money. And so at that point, I was like, can I have a $20 gift card? And they're like, yeah. And then, as I was getting ready to leave, I turned around and I was like, here, I think y'all could use this. And walked, and they were in shock. And the girl started tearing up. So paying it forward. Absolutely pay for someone in front of you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know, right? They're good anytime, Julia. Stocking stuffers, gift cards, dates. Let me tell you, that's beautiful. It really is. It's necessary. It's a beautiful gift. It is, and it's not something you have to worry about getting rid of later on. You have to undust. Oh, I mean, I think that we are really now being very careful and really thinking about going forward gifts that we even give, right? And so I'm sure this Christmas is going to go either way. There's so many people who are like, oh my gosh, I just want it back to normal. And others who go, you know what? Let's give better. I want the giving process to be just a little smarter, a little better. And my family and I have done that for a couple of years now. We've been feeling this creeping up, and last year was more gift cards than anything. But you can have a theme, all right? And I'll share with you this one that I did for the in-laws, actually, and for the sons and their girlfriends too, is they all got like a $50 gift card to Regal, to the movie theaters. This was before, of course, right, to go see movies. But what I did is I bought very inexpensive, okay, little, they look like little popcorn containers, right? Like you're at the movies, a container. And I stuffed in, you can buy individual bags of popcorn, inexpensive. I put in individual couple of bags of popcorn, some candy, anything like snacks, like a movie, and the gift card in there with that. So they weren't getting just a gift card. Let's be creative. That's what's fun. And so they had these the boxes were like this big, really. And so they were stuffed, and they each opened them, and they got different on what they liked. All of them got popcorn, but I knew what treats they liked, what candies, with candy bars, sugar, whatever, And so, yeah, I put it in there, and it was like, and even a little small bottled water, just as a little thing, as a little thing to add to it, just to show the creativity and original behind it all. And it was it was well received. They were like, oh, that's a great idea. That's so cool. So what would you do with any type of themed gift card like that? Or you know, if it's to a store, retail store, you can be creative with it. There's so many things, you know, a decorative shoe or just, you know, clothes or something, you know, it's just so fun. So fun. Be creative. Let your imagination, instead of just, if gift cards are going to be the gift, think of something that's how you're going to wrap it and present this gift card. And that's going to mean so much more, right? And so let that be like the main the main service, the main course, and how you present it is just going to be, you know, the cherry on top, so to speak. But it's something they won't ever forget, because it's like, wow, that presentation was awesome, you know. So you do things like that. That's what's fun, you know. So oil changes. People think about that, especially for the younger kids, the younger generations, the ones who have been maybe driving for only 5 years or so, or even less than that. Especially girls, go get a gift card for an oil change, right? And take a bottle of oil, or they check the oil, or a part oil fill. Stick the gift card in there. So, I mean, these are just some ideas that they're giving up with. Anyway, and these are gifts that can be good for all year long. I mean, even like you know, graduation, birthday, whatever. Because I know a lot of right now, a lot of high school kids are probably feel a little gypped with the proper ceremonies. But anyway, it is what we make it is. If we're going to be positive about this, and this is different, we can still have fun. We can still have fun, right? Absolutely. Be flexible, go with the flow. All right. So, this has been great. This has been fun. Thank you so much, everyone tuning in. And a lot of sharing. Buy a toy car to put. There you go, Chris. Yes, yeah, with the oil change. Just things like that. It's really cool. You know. And I'm sorry, I don't know who doesn't like just a little set of Legos to put together. Do something creative with your mind. I still love Legos. All right. And I insist, you know, we're glad the boys left all their Legos. We still have my husband's original Legos, and it was from when he was young. And it's like, no, the Legos stay here. They go in a Lego room. We're fine. Give us something to do, puzzles, all sorts of things. Anyway, it's been fun. It's just be creative. It's that doing and the being together. That's in harmonious alignment. We're not going from doing to being. We've always been human beings. All right. Let's have this beautiful dance of doing and being. Remember that, in harmonious alignment. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in. Now, next Sunday, the 31st, I will not have a show. It is my level 3 of Seraphim Blueprint. It's going to be another all day, 10 to 5. And so I'm going to probably come home and be wiped after that. So no show for next week for the 31st, but I will return, of course, in June. Oh my gosh, June. What's that first Sunday? June 7th? Is that right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, because the first is in the middle of the week, or Monday. Yeah. Yes. So June 7th is when I will return. And, of course, I'll keep it updated, make some posts, maybe some more videos, some messages. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Remember to shine brightly and to share your love and light in all directions. Many blessings to each and every one of you. Good night, everyone.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments, then head over to Goldylocks Productions' YouTube channel. With over 950 archive shows, the fun doesn't have to end.